Oh my god, does Samuel Montembault hate Connor Bedard? What has this kid been eating for the past week or so? It sucks that we're winning too much, but in all seriousness, Samuel Montembault has been the MVP of the team this past week. So let's take a look at his numbers and performances since January 9th. Now, he did lose this first game. It was against Seattle. It was 4-0, but he made 37 saves out of 40 shots. That is not at all his fault that we lost. That is the rest of the team's fault. No goals scored. What can you do? Saved pretty much every shot, right? Then you move on to January 12th. In this game, we ended up winning 4-3, and Montembault saved 39 out of 42 shots. Just a crazy game for him once again. Now we're going to move forward to January 14th versus the Islanders, where we did end up losing. But Sam only let in 2 goals on 38 shots. And once again, how are you going to win when your team only scores 1 goal? So, not his fault for that game either. But then, Samuel Montembault gets the back-to-back. Played on the 14th. And they called up Primo because Allen was injured. And they still played Montembault on the 15th against the Rangers. These are 2 very strong teams. And he only let in 1 goal on 39 shots against the Rangers. An absolute steal of a game from Montembault. We would not have won that game without him. I saw all the Rangers fans on Twitter saying, like, well, it's just a hot goalie you ran into. Not much you could do there. But that was pretty much all there was. The team played all right. But if Montembault did not play all right, we would have gotten destroyed. And finally, last night's game versus the Winnipeg Jets, one of his best performances of the season. I know Winnipeg didn't have their greatest game because they're one of the top teams in the league. But once again, only 1 goal. Only 26 shots this time, but still, that's 2 games in a row with only 1 goal allowed. Now, if we quickly look at the save percentages of the games, Seattle, .925, Nashville, .929, Islanders, even better, .947, Rangers, .974, great, obviously it's close to a shutout, and same for the Winnipeg Jets, .962. Those are some crazy games, and it honestly makes me really question if we have to keep questioning about a future goaltender. Samuel Montembault is still 26 now? I'm not really sure, but he's still pretty young. I think he could still play for a very long time if we manage his workload. And since last year, he has improved tremendously. I know last year's team was god-awful, way worse than this year, but this year's team is still not great. And even though he has some pretty bad blowouts every here and there, these past 5 games have looked insane, and he really looks like he could be a number 1 goalie for the Montreal Canadiens' future. Now, I'm really loving his game lately, but hey, buddy, Sam Montembault, I don't think you got the message here. I think he didn't hear the message of, hey, let's get this crazy new kid Bedard. Let's tank. Let's lose some games. Let's get that first overall pick to solidify our future. Nah, this guy's like, you know what? Allen is out. I'm taking my opportunity. I'm going for that number 1 starter spot. And you know what? He's making a good case to have it at this point. Anyways, it is hard to be against losing sometimes when there's players that have very successful games, just like Montembault. It's not fun to see his confidence low because he has horrible games and the whole team is playing badly. So when everyone's playing decent around him and he's shining, it is nice to see sometimes. But I still think we should lose some games. So Montembault, if you somehow see this video, just, let in a few soft ones next game. Thank you. Anyways, guys, that is going to be all for today's short video. Let me know down in the comments what you think about Samuel Montembault and if you think he could be our future number 1 goalie. And with that being said, that's going to be all. So if you did enjoy, don't be afraid to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all next time. Take care.